Welcome to the RotD spoiler-filled deep dive discussion on Event Horizon. If you watch the RotD review, I mentioned that I would be explaining why the ending of the film is not ambiguous at all. And I don't really see any reason to waste time doing that to the end. I try not to do any kind of analytic manipulation or clickbaity stuff. So I'm going to just jump right into it. So the ending of the movie, the last three remaining crew members of the Lewis and Clark are Lieutenant Stark, Cooper, and Justin. And Lieutenant Stark was the one that hallucinated. She saw Dr. Weir, and then was it a rescuer? Was it Dr. Weir? Was it did the evil presence, the alive nature of the Event Horizon ship remain? Is ultimately the did this or did this not happen? And the answer to that question is yes, the evil is still there. Stark, Cooper, everybody is still very much in danger. And the reason for that is the last time that Lieutenant Stark saw Dr. Weir, he had removed his eyes, and his face was otherwise fairly normal, just creepy. The only person that saw Dr. Weir come back with his eyes intact and his face cut up was Lawrence Fishburne at the end, and he did not survive. The only way that Lieutenant Stark could have hallucinated Dr. Weir is if it wasn't hallucination. She never saw him in that state, and that would have just been a heck of a coincidence to it would be like having a dream where your childhood friend just happened to be in that state. It is improbable to the nth degree, and the likely scenario is the evil's still there. The Dr. Weir that she saw is in fact the thing that's alive about the ship playing with her head. So that's pretty much the I guess the big reveal, and I really don't have a whole lot more to say about the movie other than I really enjoyed it. I try to be a little bit, if I don't like a movie, I try to find parts of it that I did like. If I did like a movie, I try to find parts of it I didn't or could have been done a little bit better. Try to provide some balance in these reviews and deep dive discussions, especially the discussions. So in my attempt to do that, for this film, I'm going to try and find something that I didn't particularly care for about it. And my answer to that is I can't think of anything. I'm not saying it's a perfect movie, but what I am saying is that there is nothing that is blatantly obvious to me that could have used improvement based on the type of movie that it was trying to be. Again, the intent category was pretty highly rated in my RotD review. Was it cinematic excellence in terms of a defining film of a generation that grabs at the heartstrings of America and will wind up in the Criterion Collection and the gold standard that other filmmakers try to achieve in the next 30, 40 years? No, it absolutely is not. Was it a fun, space, scary, gore-filled horror fest with well-fleshed-out characters, solid storyline, solid set design? Absolutely it was. And I really can't recommend it enough based on that alone. If that's your cup of tea, this cup is overflowing. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I really have to add to it. If you didn't like the movie, or if you thought it could have used improvement, or you thought it was an absolute dog, I would love to hear from you. And it's not a matter, it's not an argumentative, I'm going to dig my heels in the ground stance on that. I would legitimately love to hear your opinions on that. I relish the idea of differing opinions. When I enter into conversations or even arguments, I don't ever try to do it from the point of view of swaying the other side. I try to do it from the point of view of gaining more points of view to round myself out better as a person. So I would love to hear, and I would love to engage, and I would love to respond. So please feel free to have some discussion in the comments, and I will be reading them and responding to them. Tell me what you think. Did you love the movie? Did you not? Why am I right? Why am I wrong? all of it. I would love to hear it. So until tomorrow, and I think tomorrow, I honestly don't know what movie I'm going to be tackling, but guaranteed I'm going to be tackling something because this is RotD Review of the Day. Every day is going to have a new review. So until then, thank you.